Next up, we have LinkPool's Jonny Huxtable. LinkPool was one of the first ever third-party ecosystem members to start building out the Chainlink Network. And we're really excited to hear from you, Jonny, about what you guys have been working on. So you're also a recent Chainlink Community Grant Award winner as well. So Jonny, please take it away and let us know what you've been cooking.
Thank you. So hello, everyone. Yeah, I'm Jonny. I'm one of the LinkPool co-founders. To dive straight in, I'm going to give, in this 15-minute slot at least, give a brief overview of LinkPool, what we are, who we are, what we do, and sort of what we're looking at doing in the future. So we are the first third-party Chainlink-focused company, ecosystem developer and node operator. We started in 2017. I first met Matt online in the Chainlink groups. And then really ever since there, you know, we just snowballed and started working on first staking and then the marketplace later on, and just like different toolings and just really a company to build and develop the Chainlink ecosystem. To give a brief timeline, it's like mentioned, 2017 we started. We are in 2018 we are the first company to create a tailored Chainlink node infrastructure. So we really set up the company as a Chainlink focused company to begin with. You know, we weren't really looking at developing on any other network or supporting anything else initially. We started first fleshing out the staking contracts and, you know, the owner's token and everything else. We held a small crowd sale, and really from after holding that crowd sale, it turned from like an evening spare time project to really me going full time and really building out the company. In 2019, we became one of the first independent node operators going live. So we was one of the first 3 node operators live on mainnet, which is a cool achievement. Later on that year, we released the marketplace, you know, first of its kind. Like people could list their nodes, the jobs, the adapters, and really the first sort of like listing service for the Chainlink network. Now skip forward to this year, and we are one of the select few nodes serving reference data to over 35 DeFi apps, and one of the nodes that are securing over 2 billion in crypto assets, which is pretty wild if you think about it that way, especially, you know, from where we come from. And in 2017, it being like a hobby project to going full time, and now helping secure over 2 billion in apps on 35 different data feeds. Yeah, we was honored really to be awarded the first Chainlink grant. That should really help us, you know, step up our game and expand the team and really start building more and building a lot more cool stuff. To just explain the Chainlink market a little bit for the people who have not browsed and viewed it before, it's, you know, very much like a marketplace, like, you know, does what it says on the tin. It's where people can list their nodes, list their jobs, the adapters, and anyone who's sort of inquiring about the Chainlink network and looking to sort of build out a smart contract and look at the node operators that would be servicing that contract, then they can go on there and sort of view the nodes, see what they facilitate, and get data about them as well. So we are currently actively participating in over 50 price reference contracts, which is pretty cool. I mean, we are one of the top 3 nodes on the network in that regard. With over 140k job runs performed. So yeah, our first mainnet node is, you know, huge amounts of external data being provided to smart contracts. One thing that you know, I'm personally quite proud of is that we're consistently one of the fastest nodes to respond. So, you know, like Patrick talked about earlier, in terms of like reputation and block times and the factors that would contribute to your actual on-chain score and which nodes get selected and are regarded as some of the best nodes in the space. You know, we are one of the top 3 in that regard so far. We have a full infrastructure as a code stack. We're very flexible in that regard. It allows us to really scale, have great uptime, and the ability to decentralize a lot as well, and sort of decentralize in the way of being able to move to different regions, different clouds, and things like that. So the infrastructure itself, especially since we've been working on it for such a long time now, is really mature and allows us to be a good node operator and be able to support like different chains and scale up really quickly. We have some of the most premium APIs. So in terms of the data feeds and being a node operator, one thing you don't really see when you go on websites like feeds, feeds.chain.link, is the actual APIs the nodes are using to provide that data on chain. Some of them, I feel like when Chainlink first went live, I was really quite surprised really on how patchy some of the APIs can be. But over time we've worked out which APIs are the better ones, and we've essentially subscribed to what we regard as some of the most premium APIs, and often they come with a high price tag. So we like to provide the best data on the marketplace. We've been selected by Chainlink to perform weekly testing for core node builds, so this is always a good thing for us to do. We're sort of like one of the node operators that have a staging environment to promote new builds and do some basic testing, and just before that build starts rolling live onto mainnet. And in the future, we're going to be supporting SGX and like secure computation when that comes around, layer 2 solutions like Arbitrum, and other external networks. I think LinkPool as a company, we're not looking at providing, say, staking on different chains, only if it's supported and used by Chainlink. So we're first and foremost a Chainlink specific orientated company, and we're not going to look at supporting other chains unless it's involved with Chainlink in some other way. So that explains like Binance Chain, Cosmos, Tezos, and Arbitrum as well. We've had some good talks with the Arbitrum guys over time and in supporting that, and how we can help even use Arbitrum for ourselves and like offloading computation and some cool stuff there. Some people might have seen this a lot already. So we have a testnet early version of the staking app live. It's fully non-custodial, it's decentralized other than the UI, and it essentially gives you a nice, very one-click, easy to use, very user-oriented way to stake your link tokens. These screenshots now, to be honest, are very old. It's what we've got live on the staking app, but it's cool. We've done a ton of work in this regard to improve the staking app, and I'm looking forward to the time in the future really that we can start talking more about this. But yeah, very much so. Our goal is really to create a very, very easy to use platform for staking, and to allow people to back their collateral on whatever node they choose to. Yeah, so we, amongst the marketplace and staking app, we also provide sort of more consultancy based and like managed services for companies and for people really who want to get their foot in the door in terms of being part of the Chainlink network. So like the managed node service is an enterprise-based solution where we will manage their node for a client. We currently have 12 managed nodes and quite a waiting list. So the managed nodes, it's not a big scale product. It's quite niche. It's for more larger clients, and it's trusted by some of the biggest holders of Link on the network. It's a very personal service. We work quite closely with the managed clients and always listen to their feedback and sort of what they're planning to do and where they want to take their node in the future. And then there's Node as a service as well. So this will be something that comes at a later date. It will be powered through the marketplace, and people will essentially be able to go on and just subscribe and get a node and spin it up as well. I'm looking forward to that platform because it's very much going to be like a third-party marketplace as well, where we allow, through the marketplace, we allow other people to offer Node as a service as well. It will very much be a protocol for people to spin up the nodes through third parties and really sort of try and bolster the network and how many nodes there are. So we will be doing that as well, and people will be able to leverage our infrastructure, which is like tried and tested and trusted now, to be able to do that. To talk about some of the development tools and frameworks we've built to help the community and developers. One of them is a Golang based tool called Bridges, which is a custom framework for like Chainlink adapters. If you're not familiar with Chainlink adapters, it's how a Chainlink node can speak to like different proprietary or custom data sources and manipulate that data in a way. We've got the trustless staking contract, so I've just mentioned that briefly before, where people will be essentially be able to offer their node as a pool, and then people can stake on their pool in a non-custodial fashion, which will be really cool. For enterprise, we can essentially, you know, white label and provide our infrastructure to different teams who need it. Market sync, so this is an easy way to sync your node and everything about it up to the marketplace, what I showed earlier. And one adapter as well, which is pretty cool, is the asset price adapter. So that's sort of like a crypto asset sort of price aggregator, where it'll fetch the price based on a weighted average from 11 different exchanges and return that. We're going to be looking at using that for some of the new price feeds like the flux monitors, which should be live in the near future. And then we've got a basic like flux withdrawal tool as well to help node operators withdraw their link from the new style contracts. So LinkPool in general, our business model, you know, the first item on this page is definitely the link staking. This is what we set up to do. It's what we pride ourselves on. It was hence the name LinkPool. There's now the managed node clients, the trustless staking contracts, and the market monetization. So that will be something we'll look at doing more in the future. But the market is very much a free and open source, well, not open source, but open products for people to sign up and list everything they want to. We really want to make it like the hub of anything in terms of listing on the Chainlink network. Another cool thing is, I mentioned in 2018 we held our crowd sale, and that crowd sale was the LP token. The core model of that token really was to distribute the revenue that LinkPool earned, and that's from everything towards staking, our current reference data jobs, the managed nodes, the third-party pools, and the market monetization as well. So far, we've distributed more than 54,000 link through that contract to the owners, to ourselves and the owners as well, which is really pretty cool. It's a great achievement. And you know, it's back from where we were in 2017 and everywhere, you know, everything we've done. I feel proud in saying that we've earned a reputation amongst Chainlink, the wider community, and you know, we feel like we meet expectations really. So thank you for listening, and I hope you tune in to the later presentations.
Thank you so much, Jonny. Great to hear about all the good work you're doing, really making it easy to participate in the Chainlink ecosystem.
Thank you.